Welcome to CQ Press Journalism. I'm Damian Hess, the Senior Programmer at CQ Press, and this video is for instructors to give you an overview of the journalism website. To start, I've come to our journalism homepage and I'm going to log in. If you don't have a username and password, just click the register button and we'll get you set up with a free account. But I've already done that, so I'm just going to log in. And once you log in, you come to the My Classes page, which lists all of the classes that you have created as an instructor. Since this is a brand new account, I don't have any classes, but let's create a new class right now. Let's click on Add New Class. Let's give the class a name. Let's call this My Monday Morning Class. And now the class is set up, but it doesn't include any online modules for your students to work on. So this page will list all of the publications that include online modules so that you can select modules to include in your class. Now we only have one publication right now by Ryan Thornburg, Producing Online News, that has modules, but we'll be adding more publications soon. So if I click on the publication title, it'll expand and show me all of the modules that are part of that publication. I could click these links so I could review the modules to see if it's appropriate for my class, but right now I'm just going to pick a couple of modules at random. And then scroll down and click Save. And there we go, the class is all set up. This is the class homepage for the Monday morning class. Here's the class code. You would give this to your students so that they could come to the journalism website, log in, and then enroll in your class. Here are the modules that you selected. No class members yet. And here are class announcements. This is an RSS feed that's coming from a blog that we set up for your course. This shows the default blog post that is always created whenever we make a new blog. Let's get rid of that and create a brand new announcement. Let's visit the blog by clicking on Class Blog. And here we have a customized version of WordPress that we've set up just for the journalism platform. I'm going to click the Site Admin link so I can go to the administrative dashboard in WordPress. Now, if you've used WordPress before, this should be familiar to you. If you haven't used WordPress, it's an easy system to use. I'm going to click Posts so I can edit my posts. And this lists all of the posts inside the class blog. Here's the Hello World post, which I don't want anymore, so I'm going to click Trash to get rid of it. And then let's create a brand new post. And let's call this post, Here is the Syllabus. Now, in the body of the post, I could actually cut and paste the syllabus itself, but let's pretend I've got a link to the syllabus. And let's click Publish so that that's visible to our students. Okay, let's go back to the journalism website by clicking the CQ Press link. Here we are. I'm back in the My Classes page, and here is the post that I just wrote. Here is the syllabus. Let's go down to the Monday morning class page. And let's look at the modules that I included in this class. I included 3 modules. Let's click the first one to see what that looked like. So here's the first module. There's some introductory text. There's a list of module resources, like a link to the chapter or to flashcards and quizzes. And down below here, we've got the exercises that are part of the module. In this case, there are 4 exercises. Let's click on the first one. So just to point out, we've got a breadcrumb at the top which shows where I am. I'm in the Monday morning class, first module, first exercise, and the very first step of 2 steps in this exercise. Now, exercises might ask your students to write a blog post, or it might ask them to download a file and to edit it. If I scroll down, I see that this exercise is asking the student to fill in a web form. So I see right here, it wants me to enter a web address, so I'll do that. And then it wants some sort of extended description. And if I keep scrolling down, I see there's quite a number of fields to fill in, and I don't have time to work on them all right now. So I'm just going to click Save Data so I can save my work. Now, although I've saved my work, my answers, I haven't submitted it yet to the instructor. In order to submit my work to the instructor, I need to go to the submissions page, which is always the very last step of every exercise. And I can get to that simply by clicking on the Go to Submissions page button here. So here we are. I'm on the last step of my exercise. I can select which items I want to submit to my professor. Here's a list of everything I was working on, and in this case the exercise only had a single form. If I click on that, I can see the form I started to fill in along with my answers. And even though that form is not completed, I am just going to turn that in to the instructor as an example. Now, of course, I am the instructor, so I'm just turning this into myself, and I'll click Submit Exercise. And so there we go. We've turned in the exercise. Every class has a Submitted Assignments page, which lists all of the assignments that have been turned in. If you're a student, you would come here and you would only see the assignments that you have turned in. But since I'm a professor, I would see all of the work that all of my students have turned in. The page lists each module that's part of the class, and it lists every exercise in the module. And if I expand the exercise, I see all of the items that were turned in for that exercise. So here's the item I just turned in with my name, the date. Here's a link to the item I turned in. In this case, it's a form that opens up in a pop-up window. I can click on the print button if I wanted to print it and review it offline. Here's the note that the student wrote. And as a professor, I can leave feedback for the student. So I can click the Create button, the Create link, and I can write a note. And I can just click Submit. Although I've saved my feedback, it's not yet visible to the student. It's not visible to the student until I click this Assessed checkbox. As soon as I check this, the student will be able to come to the Submitted Assignments page and read this feedback. Let's go back to the Monday morning class. Now, to get back to the Submitted Assignments page that I was just on, I would just click on the Submissions button here, or I can just go back to the Monday morning class. And there you have it. That's a quick overview of the journalism website. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you like using the website.